minutes before gang violence ultimately took his life.
Was allowed to be a 13-year-old for 27 minutes. If you get blessed, think about it, we saying this is a blessing. If you blessed to make it over the age of 13, if you blessed to make it into your 20s or 30s or 40s, hopefully at that point you realize that a 13-year-old is a 13-year-old though, right? Ain't a 13-year-old still a 13-year-old? Let me see something. Google, what age does the male brain fully develop? Around age 25, they said. That's it, man. That's it, around age 25, gang. Hold on. The male brain continues to develop and mature well into the mid to late 20s with the prefrontal cortex. Prefrontal cortex. Responsible for, what did it say right there? Responsible for decision making and planning. Being one of the last areas to fully develop, typically around 25 years old. The other day, I was talking to a family member, and I feel like they try to put a heinous responsibility on my shoulders that I ain't deserve at the age I was. They made it seem like I had abandoned somebody that wasn't my child when I was a child. But we all had parents, like, yo. So, a lot of times, that's what happens in our community. I said earlier, if you blessed to make it past 30, if you blessed to make it, you know what I'm saying, then, but sometimes, when you are blessed to make it, that's when you learn all the other shit, when your brain fully developed. And then you might be, if your brain happens to, you get to that point, your joint develop properly, you start to be asking yourself questions like, well, shit, I'm the only motherfucker who brain developed?
What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you?
Like, see like that, right?
What's wrong with y'all? You niggas are crazy.
It start to seem that way. I think we gotta redefine the parameters of like the criteria, like what we think is a kid in the hood, an urban, impoverished black community. What is a kid? If you see this on Twitch, Instagram, Facebook, you're on YouTube right now, make sure you subscribe, share, do all the stuff. Wherever you at, make sure you support, right? Wherever you see this at. We can answer the question. What are the parameters and what is the criteria to be a kid in the hood? And y'all know what I'm saying when I say the hood. We all know what I mean.
Gang violence that was orchestrated by adults in our city, and cowardly acts of an Atlanta-based rapper that decided to go over into a rival gang stronghold and shoot a music video in a place that he knew he should not have been.
Yeah, gotta show the ops. I'll come through your hood. You ain't run nothing around here. Y'all weak. I'll come through here.
And shootings, and ultimately the deaths of 2 children as a result of his cowardly actions. And you know who you are. And I tell you that this team will work relentlessly to hold you and the persons that you are affiliated with responsible for those actions.
Anybody in disagreement with that? Anybody in disagreement with that? I've already heard a few takes.
That was a press conference that was held last. and lil-baby music video. It's something that I covered extensively.
All right, we're
on
gonna
my
let homie
channel.
get
In
this
fact,
joint
the
in.
whole
Go ahead.
lil-baby saga for people as a catalyst for why all of this went.
All right, let's dig with the kids.
Moving
So,
and actually indict the Goodfellas gang.
okay, I guess, all right, so, hold up, bro. All right, look, let's just lay this on the table. Before we go on, right? A lot of people was like, yo, how can you get in trouble for something like that, right? How can you get the RICO? I think things have changed, but remember when I was saying sometimes, like, and it won't even be, yo, bro. Sometimes we see people who are intelligent, people who are sharp. Like I was saying, everybody can get caught up in the cult. Like, people join cults. But there are people in cults that's pointing at other people that's in cults. Like, I ain't in no cult, you in a cult. Why you saying I'm in a cult, but you don't think you in a cult? What you mean? This stuff that I'm down with, the thing that I rock with, right? What I'm rocking with over here, we got more people that agree with me than y'all. So basically, the way we be doing cults sometimes is like, yo, if it's enough people a part of it, if it's enough people doing it, then this is more justifiable than if it's just a smaller amount of people do. If y'all can understand what I'm saying by that, right? Now, I don't know if people are starting to understand this, but I think being in like a gang is a crime. Not like, oh, you just, but what I'm saying is that we know gangs that come with like criminal activity, right? And yeah, not everybody in the gang is doing criminal activity. But at that point, repping the gang is also a major problem. You could be in a gang and have an opinion and it affect things on the streets. You could get rich, get money, still be a part of the gang, don't live in the hood, and start to feel a particular way about gang business. And just talk and somebody could lose their life. And just talk and somebody might join up, feeling like it's cool. Oh, so-and-so was with that year. And then lose their life in some other way. Who was it? The dude, was it Tookie Williams in California? And it was like they was kind of blaming him for everything that the Crips had did. And we all like, yeah, and it is. It's messed up. Like, nah, I don't think he should have got the death penalty. That's crazy, right? And I mean, some people were like, oh, if he would have been able to get out, he'd have been active. We don't know that. I believe in giving people a shot, a second chance. I know a whole bunch of people that was in gangs, that ain't in gangs no more, don't agree with the ideology and the thought process of it, and not involved in criminal activities. In no way possible. Well, I know two people. It's really hard to get up out of that. Even a mindset. I know a lot of people ain't in gangs no more, don't like rep the gang, a whole bunch of people like that, but to really change your mindset, to really not go just join another cult, to be an individual, that's a little bit different. So now, when we put this lil-baby situation into perspective, it's more than one way to think about it. You could think about it like you from that cult, or you could think about it like you not in the cult. You not with none of it. And when you think about it like that, you're going to be like, yeah, I'm down with this. And I'm like, why? Oh, nah, I ain't with the vibe. But you know that they have a 98% negativity rating, criminal rating, and and the other 2% don't really do enough good to outweigh. It's kind of disrespectful to yourself, your community, to everything for you to even claim to be a part of that. Why would you be afraid to be like, nah, I ain't with none of this no more? You the top dog, you the man, you can lead. Hey, yo, we ain't doing none of it. We ain't got no reason to do it no more. Gang culture comes from poverty. But ignorance is ingrained in that. Who is Smirk and Luigi? Who is these people you speak of?
What's wrong with you?
These motherfuckers that was down with them?
What's wrong with you?
Was they a part of the
What's wrong with
Goodfellas?
you? You niggas are crazy.
Oh, you talk about homie that shot the dude, the CEO dude. Yo, what you think about the lil-baby? Do you think that lil-baby should get a RICO for this? They got wiretaps and everything, so I'm pretty sure at some point, I mean, or maybe on music, I don't know, I don't listen to all these dudes' music like that, so I know the hit songs they got, but you got dudes out here be in their music talk about how they the leader of the gang. You saying I'm the leader in this mad crime, but even if you don't know these dudes. Man, the police seem not to be playing with them.
Atlanta police now blame the deaths of 2 Atlanta teens last summer on a violent street gang in our community.
Just hours ago, APD announced they now have charged 7 people with the murders.
Atlanta police say these are the innocent faces of gang violence in Atlanta. 2 of them, 13-year-old boys, Jacody Davis and Lamont Freeman, were killed. And 11-year.
You said whole Atlanta going down. You mean like collectively, or they should go down for it, or like people gonna go down for this? Cause it's a lot of people that's like, motherfucker love lil-baby gang.
You tell me, good. Peanut butter jelly, good. Peanut butter jelly. There she go, the lady of my dreams.
But like I was saying, what's the criteria in the hood, in the urban community, in poverty for what's a kid? What is a kid? It's 13 years. Can you not be a kid at 13? Can you deserve whatever you got coming to you at 13? Have you done enough on the planet? Have you been? I don't agree with that. But when people trying to find excuses and place blame and duck guilt, they'll start to say anything. All right. What does it do for you? Does it make you dope? Does it make you official if, yo, I'm going to my ops hood and I'm going to shoot a music video and survive? What does that do? Nigga, that don't make you Marcus Luttrell. Hood niggas is, man, niggas in the hood retarded.
What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with y'all? You niggas are crazy.
You went to your ops hood, wild guns and ignorant people, maybe security cameras. You shooting a video, this right? We gotta really make a scene to beef out here. We gotta really shoot up crowd. We gotta really harm innocent people to get this done. Ain't like you just did Dolo hanging around, right? Cool. Is this like dropping in somewhere, like what they call it, where they airdrop, where some Rangers or some Navy SEALs with a unit drop into the middle of Afghanistan or something? And, like, you feel like you did that because you went to... Is that the credit? You giving them that type of credit? Like, real behind enemy lines credit. This is what we do. And when we understand how ignorant... This ain't even the first time something like this done happen, right? Kids always get caught in the middle of gang wars, one way or the other. Because there's kids out here getting shot. It's hard for me to think about the vision when the kids is dying. I kind of